Hello, we're here with Marlo this morning and we're talking about frequency first. Coming into relaxation, a calm and inner stillness in your being, sometimes the body can experience a resistance, ego, monkey mind taking over and thinking that you should be or have or do something. And so important to take a pause to breath and to work on your breath, and to surrender into what states you're wanting to experience within you and in your reality, to be intentional and focused on that and returning to a state of love within your being. And pets are wonderful for that, aren't they? Like when you just love on them and you're ignited and activated in love within you, they're also wonderful for co-regulation. And we do need touch, we need contact, we need that social connection. And pets are wonderful because they're pure, unconditional love. We'll take that as it resonates for some of you. I'm feeling you might be questioning that. That's funny. I don't know where that came from. You're invited to surrender today, yet also to be love in action. To ask yourself, how can I be love today? How can I choose love? How can I align with love? How can I flood my being with love? How can I show up in love in action? How can I share love? How can I show kindness to someone? How can I take on? We're getting the energy of Saint Nick. I was actually born on the 6th of December, so I feel like I came in with this kind of frequency of the generosity of giving. And when you're in an abundant state of overflow, giving for giving's sake, enjoy for joy's sake, you're overflowing in abundance. As I've been asked to share with you, you can never run out of money. That is an illusion. It's coming from false programming and conditioning. Just like you can never run out of air, it's in constant supply, it's always there. You, as a physical being, may have difficulty breathing or have complications that come up, yet air is always there, just like money is always there. And it's connecting with the constant loop and circulation of money. And not to be using terms, I've talked about this in my book. If you feel that you're experiencing, and I'm feeling that in this collective, a lot of concern over finances and future insecurity and stability right now, and if you surrender into trust of the universe, and not only that, aligning with certainty that all your needs are met, certainty that everything is working out for you, certainty that you are divinely protected, safe, loved, and adored. And this way you can align with these practices that I'm suggesting in this video so that you activate those states and you feel and experience them in your body, and you're coding them in and you're rewiring the subconscious mind and rewiring the body to experience better in your reality. And you see the glitch and you see the shifts, and it's so important to do that in the morning before you even get out of your bed, before you interact with others, before you leave your house, because you're setting yourself off on the trajectory of better, of what feels whole and what feels loving and what feels true to your authentic self. And if you don't do these intentional mindset shifts and energetic practices, you can run the risk of experiencing repeated loops, Groundhog Days, and all of this of why is this happening again? Because that alignment needs to click in and to be aligned with who you are becoming and your future self. And to write down, I've done this with clients recently. Here's a task for you. Write down all the things that give you joy, that gives you happiness, that give you a sense of contentment and peace and wonder and awe and magic and appreciation and gratitude, and make you feel excited and make you feel so in enjoyment and in bliss in the now moment. It can be preparing a cup of tea. It can be putting on a favorite song that you love listening to first thing in the morning to get you on the vibe. I recommend Lifted by the Lighthouse Family. Lifting yourself up first thing in the morning as you make a cup of coffee, tea, as you encode something into your water, as you're fully present in the magic of now. I encode abundance, truth, beauty, love, joy, my evolved self, the actions that I'm required to take into this water and consume it with loving intent, that I radiate love throughout this day, and that I share love, and that I experience greater love and create more of an abundance of that and shine your light bright. And you can align with that and even instantly feel good and how self-loving that is, and you're encoding love into every cell of your being, and you can call out that as a mantra. I flood my being with love. I speak lovingly to every cell of my being. I'm here and present with you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for supporting me on this journey of life. And you can connect with the consciousness of your body and your heart and be in deep appreciation. If you feel that you may be in fear, worry, panic, feeding the program of yesterday again, which you have to be mindful of, you can do tapping to shift your energetics and instantly to shift into, even though X is my perceived current reality or circumstance, I'm choosing to align with and welcome that better is unfolding right here, right now, that I am receiving, that solution is unfolding in the now, that all my needs are met. I'm so grateful that everything is working out for my benefit in my favor. I'm receiving right here, right now. I generate a state of ease in my body. I align with the evolved embodied version of me. I commit to showing up in action with love as a driving force, of being aligned with the excitement of the future experiences that I have yet to have, and to align more because we get so stuck, can take it as it resonates for you, stuck with the past model and with Carl Jung's model and looking at what has already done and allowing past programs to dictate or dominate our now reality, when we need to switch over to the Adler's model of aligning with the future version of you and just being in your creative joy and imagination. When you're getting up in the morning, you're thinking about all of the things the future you still has to experience. Wouldn't you feel an appreciation in so much love and wonder and joy lit up in your pleasure and your playfulness, in your magnetism, in your oh my God, I simply have to feel good because this has yet to happen. I have yet to experience this. This is amazing. I have to show up for myself today because I'm aligning with that bliss. And I owe it to that version of me to be the best version of me here and now today, and to be thinking and feeling good thoughts and to be happy in my being because that has yet to unfold. And I'm aligning with that wish fulfillment, and I'm surrendering to how even more magic is unfolding because the universe is orchestrating that for me behind the scenes. And the more I'm aligning with that in appreciation, in trust, in commitment, in devotion, in love, and in gratitude, and showing up, in taking the action steps, and merging with that reality that is going to blow my socks off. It's going to blow your socks off. And keep breathing into and feeling that. So coming back to the task of what makes you happy, because I went off on a tangent. Yes, I know I can do that. Neurodiverse things makes us fun. It makes us more entrepreneurial. It makes us more creative. It makes us more witness to the magic of the now. It allows us to surrender more. It's a gift and a blessing and talent. So if that's you, hello, part of my crew and tribe. And this makes you more magical. It makes you more attuned to higher dimensions. It makes you more receptive. It makes you more adaptable and flexible and fluid. And that's what we're going to need energetically and frequency moving forward into the changing times that we're in, and giving love to that rather than seeing anything as bad or wrong or creating unnecessary complications. So the task, if you enjoy slow mornings, you enjoy just being in your breath work, that you have appreciation for that, and you connect to the joy and the bliss and the happiness of that each and every day, you're already creating more of your preferred reality and your heaven on earth, since you're creating more instances throughout your day where you're connected with that frequency and you're connected to love and gratitude. You're calling in a future reality which is even more loving and joyful and blissful and peaceful and content, and how you can have appreciation for that, that in every now moment now, you're creating your future reality. So the more you align with what's giving you happiness, the more you align with what's giving you peace, the more that you align with what's giving you a sense of empowerment in your body, that you breathing in and holding a power in you, that you feel that you have the power to live on your own terms. You have the power to make the choices and decisions that are necessary for you, while at the same time knowing that your needs are always met in everyday moments. And you're creating and generating, cultivating more of that experience in your body. You're breathing it in, you're inviting it in, you're holding the energy. When you leave your home or walk somewhere, that you're walking holding the happiness of the future version of you, that you're walking holding the empowered, confident, emboldened version of you who already has everything, who already is everything. You're shifting your identity, not only in your mindset, yet holding the energy of that version of you in your body. That's so important to be on and to hold the frequency. And the collapse of an old version of you that we're experiencing in this month of December, it don't allow yourself to be destabilized. Welcome it with love that a version of me is leaving, a cycle and on your cycle is closing, and I'm inviting in a whole new chapter. And I can align more with dedicating my attention and focus and energetic work in being that future reality of me, and how that person thinks and how that person feels and how that person shows up, and how surrendered to trust and certainty in communion with God that version of me is, because you've been through so much on the spiritual journey and you've seen and witnessed synchronicities and the angel numbers and the things in the magic showing up, that you simply know it. You can't unknow it, you can't unsee it, and you're aligning with feeling even more certain. You're aligning with feeling even more surrendered in trust. You're aligning and feeling that you've got all these tools, you've got all of this information that you can work with, and the true transformation comes in the application, because you've got to be it in your body, you've got to embody it. And 2026 is truly the year of being embodied in the frequency. Are you holding your frame? Are you holding your power? Are you holding your peace? Are you holding your calm? Are you holding your joy? Are you holding your pleasure? And these are the things that you're aligning even more with. These are the things that my book can support you with. There's a link in the description box below, Evolving in Embodiment, and how you can constantly be on that journey of inner evolution and experiencing the shifts in your reality through the actionable application, and how you take action as that being, as that version of you, simply being the frequency. How are you showing up in being the frequency? How are you transmitting that love in your environments? How are you broadcasting the emboldened, empowered, confident, successful version of you? You would not be entertaining the program of yesterday. You would be aligning with who you are right now and constantly surrendering to the journey of that and seeing the magic. And I'll give an example of times when I was perceiving myself to be struggling with money and feeling I was running out, and seeing the construct of how this was coming from familial beliefs from childhood, from potentially previous lifetimes of people seeing in tangible form amounts getting smaller and shrinking, and difficulties and obstacles showing up, and having the perception that there's no more when abundance is true. There's constant flow. You breathe in, you breathe out. This is the natural order of the universe. It's the natural state. And when you feed the thought that there isn't less, or there is no more, or there's not going to be more, you create that reality, and you've got to stop feeding the negative thought, which creates the negative outcome. And it comes back to your own thoughts creating your realities. If you think that there's always more, every time I spend money, you can choose to shift it to circulating. Every time money goes out, even more comes back to me tenfold. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. I'm so excited that the more I give, the more I receive, the more abundant I am in my being, the more I shine in my sparkle, the more is magnetized to me to receive in wonder, appreciation, gratitude, and joy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. So there's a moment where I was perceiving myself to be running out and having to potentially ask someone to borrow a little bit of change. It was even a day when I wanted to borrow a little bit of change to get food to feed my cat, where he was going to eat and I wasn't. Being honest and say, I can do without, but I want him to eat, and this love of, putting someone else first. And you may see that as a kind of a self-sacrifice in a way, yet, you love your babies. And this is all being a thought form. This is all being a perception. This is all being a manifestation of what I was thinking and what I was feeling. And saying to myself, no, I'm catching this. I'm not entertaining this cycle anymore. I'm not going through another Groundhog Day of this. I'm being very real here. And I instantly went to the mirror, did my mirror work practice, and was looking at myself and doing tapping and saying, even though I'm perceiving this to be my now reality, I'm accepting that even better is unfolding right here, right now. I'm not entertaining that anymore, and I'm entertaining better, and just tapping it in on the meridians and doing the whole tapping practice. I've got tapping scripts at the back of my book. I've done previous videos on that, and I recommended Brad Yates' channel. He's the absolute expert, the pro, who's so committed and dedicated in showing up for his practice. Truly admire and respect his work. Doing that tapping, you can shift your energetics into saying, I'm believing in more positive thoughts. I'm claiming more positive thoughts. I'm choosing positive thoughts and positive energy in my being, since I know that that generates better for me. And I somehow had gone to my purse to see, you know, did I have something? And in through the back of the lining, I had found some small change, like a couple of euros, and was dancing up and down with joy, just thinking, I have what I need to get what I need. All my needs are met. I'm just seeing literal evidence of that right here, right now. Thank you so much. I'm in so much appreciation. And I know that through coming into that state and broadcasting that energy, I'm generating even more because I'm in my preferred state. And also, I'm not having to do something that I was perceiving myself to not want to have to do, that was removed. And I was aligning more with what I did prefer in an open surrender. I'm trusting in the energy that it is unfolding. So there's your invitation to create your own practice. Consider how your current reality doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to continue. You don't have to take it into tomorrow with you. You can decide that today is the last day that you think a certain way or experience a certain dynamic in your reality. You can shift it in your energetics. You can breathe and hold it better. You can align with what is the future version of you. The future version of you who's already successful would not be entertaining that, would find that ridiculous, quite frankly, and it would align with being far more powerful, far more abundant, everything working out for them, being in happiness, being in contentment, being in celebration, being in joy. So I hope that raw storytelling has helped somehow in making you feel, well, we're all connected, we're all on this wild ride of being a human being. And we all have our challenges. And we have to be clearer on how our own thoughts are creating our reality and how we can constantly choose to refine and create better. Your angel message today is surrender. Whatever you resist in life persists. Ask your angels to help you dissolve all the resistances of your ego, any inner conflict and struggle, the rigid mindsets and habits, so they can flood your life with higher truth and joy. When you surrender to the guidance of your higher self, all the energy you've been using in resistance becomes available to you. Vitality, inner peace, harmony, and most of all, love are your spiritual rewards. So flow with the pace of life, relax and tune in. Then follow the guidance of your intuition, knowing that the angels support you at all times. And the affirmations is I surrender to the flow of life that you are asked today to show up in action. How is the version of you showing up? The one that is living the reality that you want. And you may feel approaching this 12-12 portal. What is becoming clearer to you is a desire that's deep in your heart. And it may not be a desire that you thought you wanted. It's activated from within you and feeling perhaps the simplicity in truth of it, in something that you want being truly beautiful, truly expanding and warming your heart. And you need to be clear that you're already worthy and deserving of it, and that it's already here, and that it's already yours. And to hold space for yourself, hold your own heart is precious, and breathe into how it's already done. Creation is already finished. What you want wants you even more. You can breathe in and be in meditative state and then having appreciation for that coming to you, igniting more pleasure, igniting pleasure in your frequency, pleasure, joy, and love and purification of thoughts, which I have in cards over here to the side. Excuse me, those three cards today. Purification of your energy, of your thought forms. We also had pleasure and being in your fulfillment, in your wish fulfilled, how you are generating a state of wholeness. If you step into my courses with me, I do energetic practices such as Toroidal breath and how you can cleanse your field and how you can purify your channel so that you're broadcasting better from your energy and attracting more. Dr. Robert J. Gilbert has also demonstrated this on Gaia and sacred geometry, the Taurus field, and Toroidal breathwork. Yet combined with tuning into Reiki energy, if you're attuned to that, makes it even more powerful. And how you can root and ground yourself. You can uplift and charge your energy, cleanse your field. And I take it further in calling out mantras and affirmations and making declarations in how you can protect your energy, how you can encase your energy in golden liquid light, how you can do this as a practice, how you can invoke Archangel Michael if you're feeling you're needing protection, if you've been falling into states of fear, that you invoke Archangel Michael to cut any ties, any cords, not of God's desire. You ask him to encase you in his blue light of protection as you go about your day, that all your needs are met, that you were taken care for, that you were divinely guided. And even just doing this, even as a placebo effect, it is very real because you're calling on that you want to feel safe, loved, cherished, and adored, that you visualize yourself encased in a golden bubble, that your auric field expands and is whole and complete and perfect as you are, full and filled with radiant love. And you can align with positive thinking and a positive frequency, which brings in more creative inspiration and ideas for you to act on. And it's very important that you move, make things happen. Don't stay in a 1 to 2 to 3 hour meditative state. Make your moves, paint your brushstrokes on your canvas, since that's taking you further and much closer into the reality that you prefer and that you already deserve. Let me know if this video has resonated for you today. Sending you so much love and see you in the next one. And bye from Marla too.